to the 2021 Graduate Student Postdoctoral Scholar Faculty and Staff Awards Ceremony. This is an event that we affectionately refer to as the Graddies and Posties. I'm Jenny Hart, Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate Studies. Celebrating excellence within graduate and postdoctoral education is an honor. As you will see, those receiving awards are truly talented, passionate, and engaged scholars, teachers, and staff, and recognizing them is one of my favorite rites of spring. We acknowledge that recreating events virtually changes the energy of what we have typically done in person. However, we are able to increase access to the ceremony, and we are thrilled that you have joined us to publicly recognize their achievements. I hope this year's event allows us to pause and remember the excellence among us. To begin our awards ceremony, I'd now like to invite Graduate Professional Council President Tori Schaefer to bring greetings from the GPC. I've had the pleasure to work closely with Tori for the last year, and as she moves on from her presidency, I would like to personally thank her for her integrity and compassionate leadership.
The Gold Chalk Award recognizes University of Missouri faculty who have made significant contributions to the education and training of graduate and professional students. For the past 32 years, GPC has recognized over 200 outstanding and well-deserving faculty. Each year, this award is given to 4 faculty members across varying fields of study who demonstrate not only excellence in teaching, but also exhibit compassion and a commitment to the education and well-being of graduate and professional students. Our first Gold Chalk Award goes to Professor Dennis Crouch. Professor Crouch has been described as a first-class, world-renowned attorney who is well-respected among his peers and is a warm-hearted advisor devoted to student success. Professor Crouch not only is a supportive scholar, but sincerely empathizes with his students' concerns and issues. His positivity and candor often make him the first choice for those seeking advice. His ability to lift up students and help them along their career path is inspiring. Our next Gold Chalk Award goes to Mohammadi Badin. Dr. Badin has dedicated his life to the success and excellence of graduate students. His tireless work has aided in providing students with the support and tools they need to be successful. He has worked to make his department more diverse and inclusive, and overall ensure that all students are able to succeed. He has served on numerous dissertation committees over the past 15 years and has been a key figure on helping guide students along their career paths. Congratulations. Our next award goes to Dr. Michael Harmada. Setting an exemplary bar for teaching, he is revered as a student everyone in his department should encounter. His passion for teaching, guiding, and mentoring students inside and outside the classroom has encouraged students to continue to pursue their career goals. From one-on-one to group discussions, Dr. Harmada has fostered the growth of his students to become established scientists. He is truly a person of Mizzou's values of respect, responsibility, discovery, and excellence. Our final Gold Chalk Award goes to Dr. Valdivia. Dr. Corinne Valdivia is dedicated to the education and training of graduate students, not only in her program, but also across campus. She engraves into her students her own research process and provides them opportunities to develop skills needed to become adept researchers and contributing citizens to society. She often leads by example and regularly shares a deeper purpose for doing research to impact policy for the common good. Her advocacy and passion have not only encouraged and supported students, but make her a shining example of what an excellent mentor, advisor, and colleague can be. Congratulations to all the Gold Chalk Award recipients. Our first Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Kanishka Sickliger. Kanishka is a teacher not only in the classroom, but beyond. He sees his duty extending to the university campus as a whole. He takes it upon himself to ensure that freshman scholars are supported and provided the services to make their college career successful. Kanishka has described as lighting up any room and inspiring those around him to be the best they can be. Our next Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Nancy Zhu. Nancy is not only knowledgeable and dedicated, but also flexible, kind, and caring. She is considered a first-rate instructor in her program and shows a strong compassion for her students and their success in college. She has a strong commitment to communicating with her students, ensuring that they feel supported and welcomed. Nancy's actions speak volume as her own methods of teaching have impacted and altered those of her colleagues and faculty. Congratulations. The International Student Award goes to Anadil Iftikhar. Anadil is an outstanding student, mentor, leader in her program. A native Pakistan, Annadale is focusing her study on how migrant Muslim women in central Missouri assimilate to the U.S. through community gardening. She also participates in Preparing Tomorrow's Leaders for Science program. Her contributions to Mizzou reach far and wide, and she has made impactful work with CAFNR international programs. Congratulations, Annadale. The Excellence in Student Leadership Award goes to Elizabeth Dorsum. Elizabeth is not only a dedicated leader, but a valued friend. Her commitment to aiding her fellow graduate students goes above and beyond what is expected of her in her roles. Elizabeth has served as a graduate welcome leader, where she has helped orient incoming graduate students. She has also served on a mental health task force to help bring about programming, events, and recognition of the importance of mental health on campus. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Our next award in Excellent in Student Leadership goes to Osasio Says. Demonstrating selfless leadership, Osasio is dedicated to support and care of others, taking strides to ensure new students feel welcome and supported by providing them additional resources or by emailing students information about grants, conferences, and resources on campus. Osasio exemplifies Mizzou's values and demonstrates what we all hope to be as leaders. Congratulations. The Graduate Support Staff Award goes to Jonette Blair. Jonette goes above and beyond in serving graduate students. She is not only a wonderful resource for incoming graduate students, but was crucial in helping navigate a difficult year. She helped onboard new students, aided in dissertation preparations, and became a program resource for digitization of many of the in-person activities. Beyond her role this past year, she is overall valued for bringing new ideas to make her division more welcoming and inclusive. Congratulations. Next up is the Excellence in Research Award. Every year, GPC honors outstanding graduate and professional students for their hard work and dedication to their own work, the Mizzou community, and to the world. This year, GPC created the Excellence in Research Award to specifically honor the research and achievements of our outstanding graduate and professional student population. Our first Excellence in Research Award goes to Ifeolu David. Ifeolu's research and work has been an integral part of an MU community COVID-19 study on campus. His ability to navigate and facilitate the design and implementation of data collection and analysis. Ifeolu has been applauded for being not only supportive but dedicated to his work in furthering of his field of study. His ability to work efficiently, communicate well with others, and expand the understanding of his field is admirable and a prime example of Mizzou's core values at work. Congratulations. Our next award goes to Michael Nance. Michael studies as an MD, PhD student in the School of Medicine. He contributes not only to his own research, but also lends his knowledge and expertise to help others in his laboratory. Michael is described as being not only a meticulous and careful researcher, but also a creative one. His thorough understanding of his experiments and his ability to teach others makes him a strong communicator and an excellent professional role model. Congratulations, Michael. Finally, we have our Outstanding GA Member Award. Every year, GPC continues its mission to bring together graduate and professional students from across campus to work together to promote and advocate for graduate and professional student community. The work we do could not be done without those graduate and professional students serving as student representatives to the General Assembly. Each year, the Executive Board recognizes outstanding representatives who not only dedicate their time, but also demonstrate a high level of service and commitment to graduate and professional student population. This year's award recipients are Blessing Okaf and Kevin Muniz. Congratulations to all of this year's recipients.
I'm pleased to present the MU Distinguished Dissertation Award, which goes to the top-ranked dissertation across all disciplines. The members of the Graduate Faculty Senate Awards Committee select the winner for this prestigious award. This year, the Distinguished Dissertation Award goes to Dr. Kate Harlan. Kate graduated with her doctoral degree in English in 2019 under the supervision of Dr. Christopher Okonkwo, Associate Professor in the Department of English. Kate's dissertation is titled "One Foot on the Other Side: Suicidality in Contemporary African Diaspora Fiction." Her research makes a series of interrelated arguments about the function of suicide as a literary trope in fiction from Africa and the diaspora. Kate argues that African literature operating under what she calls suicidality offers radical political potential because it fosters collaboration and coalition across boundaries, especially boundaries between life and death, the living and the dead. Dr. Okonkwo remarks that Kate's dissertation makes important contributions to many fields, including African and African American literature, post-colonial studies, cultural and gender studies, transnational studies, and critical theory. Further, he states that Kate has unquestionably broken new scholarly ground with her dissertation research. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Kate Harlan with the Distinguished Dissertation Award. I am also pleased to present the MU Distinguished Master's Thesis Award, which honors the top-ranked thesis across all disciplines. This year, the awards committee of the Graduate Faculty Senate selected the research of Nangxi Xu for the MU Distinguished Thesis Award. Nangxi Xu was a master's student in the Department of Psychological Sciences. Her thesis is titled The Significance of Mother's Attachment Representations for Vagal Responding During Interactions with Infants, and was supervised by Dr. Ashley Grove, Associate Professor in the Department of Psychological Sciences. Her thesis provides evidence for real-world significance of attachment for the neurobiology of parent-child relationships. Dr. Grove states that Nangxi's research provides the first evidence that mothers' attachment security, or insecurity more specifically, contributes to their physiological interactions with their infants and ultimately affects the parent-child relationship. Reviewers of the scholarship from her thesis project remark that her research is a relevant addition to the understanding of the neurobiology of attachment. Congratulations to Nangxi Xu for the Distinguished Thesis Award. I have the privilege of presenting this year's Donald K. Anderson Award winners. The Donald K. Anderson Awards recognize research and teaching excellence among doctoral students in graduate assistantship positions. This year, the Donald K. Anderson Research Assistant Award goes to Mary Moore, a doctoral candidate in nutrition and exercise physiology, supervised by Dr. Scott Rector, Associate Professor and Research Health Scientist. Dr. Rector remarks that Mary possesses all the traits to be a future leader in science. Mary has been a first author on 12 abstracts at national conferences and has published 5 works, 3 as a first author. Her research has focused on ketogenic diets and improvements in liver and systemic metabolic health. Her research has been honored with the Truman VA Research Award and an MU School of Medicine's Dean's Award. Dr. Rector also adds that Mary has been instrumental in his lab's NIH-funded clinical study on the treatment of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Congratulations on this award, Mary. This year's Donald K. Anderson Teaching Assistant Award goes to Thomas Jurison, a doctoral candidate in nutrition and exercise physiology, supervised by Dr. Jaime Padilla, Associate Professor of Nutrition and Exercise Physiology. Tom exhibits enthusiasm and commitment to evidence-based teaching and has immense promise as a future educator. Dr. Jackie Limberg, Assistant Professor and Director of Graduate Studies of Exercise Physiology, shared that when courses were pivoted to online in spring and fall 2020, Tom was a leader in collaborating with other teaching assistants and faculty in their department to develop interactive videos and online activities for lab classes. One of Tom's favorite parts of being a TA is working in small groups where he can have rich discussions with his students. Dr. Sarah Gable, Director of the Institute of Public Policy, stated that Tom demonstrates an excellent command of the content that he teaches, that his lectures are exceedingly well-structured, as well as grounded in current science. Please join me in thanking Tom Jurison for his contributions to teaching at Mizzou and congratulate him on this well-deserved award.
Each year, the Midwestern Association of Graduate Schools invites member institutions to submit one nomination for the Graduate Student Excellence in Teaching Award. This year, Sierra Dr. Kirkpatrick was selected as the nominee for our campus through an open competition process. Sierra teaches in her home department of journalism for both small skills courses and upper level writing courses. Her recommender commented specifically on Sierra's growth in the area of virtual instruction, including her redesign of an online strategic communications course. Sierra is also credited for her mentoring of master's students. Congratulations to Sierra Dr. Kirkpatrick on this distinction. This past October, we hosted the 7th annual Mizzou 3-Minute Thesis Competition, better known as Mizzou 3MT. Doctoral candidates from various disciplines presented in front of a virtual audience and met the challenge that they had been given.
to effectively communicate their research to a public audience in just 3 minutes. What a wonderful way to see and hear the amazing work our graduate students are doing. Securing the People's Choice Award was Anoop Mishra from Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Our second place winner was Erica Schneider from Journalism. The first place honor went to Naomi Lee, a veterinarian and doctoral candidate from area pathobiology. Naomi went on to represent Mizzou at the Midwestern Regional Competition. We are very proud of the accomplishments of these outstanding students.
Professor Mary Elizabeth Gutermuth was a French language scholar and MU PhD who taught for many years at Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. Her endowment gift to the graduate school recognizes students who have demonstrated excellence in service to the community through their engaged scholarship. We honor 3 deserving students for their service. Mackenzie Duesenberg is a doctoral student in the Department of Educational, School, and Counseling Psychology. She is advised by Dr. Matthew Burns. Mackenzie is being honored for her notable community service and engaged scholarship as part of Columbia Public Schools' Away with Words and Numbers program. This program places MU undergraduate and graduate students into Columbia Public Schools in order to provide free tutoring support to struggling elementary age students. Dr. Burns explains that Mackenzie's resourcefulness in adapting AWWWN outreach to work within COVID-19 virtual learning environments has been remarkable. Quoting, as the associate director, she converted Away with Words and Numbers program to a virtual format that built on its strengths and kept the essential attributes intact. Moreover, she provided emotional support and leadership to the tutors and to her fellow school psychology students, helping them through that difficult time. Robert McDaniels, director of MU's Career Center, adds that Mackenzie's objective is to, quote, make a difference and to bring meaning not only to her life, but to the lives of others. I have no doubt that she will continue to make significant contributions to students and that she will indeed continue to make a difference. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Ifwelu David, a medical director and native of Sierra Leone, is a doctoral student in the Department of Health and Rehabilitation Science, advised by Dr. Enid Schatz. We honor Ifwelu for his work in caring for Ebola victims in Sierra Leone prior to coming to MU, and also for his service locally in support of the MU community COVID-19 serology and risk study last fall. Dr. Schatz believes that Ifwelu's work was critical to the study's success, quoting, given the quick turnaround time needed to be able to assess the prevalence of COVID on campus, we had to develop a survey and create a way to capture the data, set up systems for blood draw appointments, consenting, getting the test tubes to the lab, and ensure that all of this was done in compliance with human subjects research ethics. Ifwelu was integral to the implementation and the development of these aspects of the study. Building the REDCap database for collecting all the consent information, the survey data collection, test tube tracking, and training and organizing a group of undergraduate students to consent participants. Adds Jamie Shutter, the executive director for student health and well-being, quote, Ifuelu's contributions to the MU COVID-19 risk study have been substantial. Having this timely data was instrumental in shaping campus and community decisions about how to manage the pandemic and reduce risk. Congratulations, Ifuelu. Our final Gutermuth recipient is Victoria Burnett. We honor Victoria for her service in introducing children to nature and conservation, and for fostering a love for the natural world. Victoria is a graduate student in the College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources, and is pursuing an MS degree with an emphasis in the human dynamics and dimensions of natural resources. Victoria's faculty advisor is Dr. Christine Gia-Lee. Her thesis focuses on the benefits of outdoor classrooms for public schools. Dr. Lee writes, quote, "In collaborating with the City of Columbia and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Victoria has demonstrated strong leadership skills as she volunteered as a youth educator for pollinator conservation. She is a rising scholar in applying social science research regarding natural resources management." Continuing to quote, "Victoria's role in the Youth Monarch Conservation Program was vital to the success of the program," states community conservationist Danielle Fox. She volunteered her times and skills to the YMCP and determinedly worked to create a youth nature program that not only engages young people in wildlife conservation, but also helps them build a relationship with nature. Well done, Victoria, and congratulations to our Gutermuth Award recipients. The Sandra K. Abell Science Education Award. The Sandra K. Abell Award is given to recognize the outstanding achievements of a graduate student pursuing PhD studies in the life or physical sciences who has demonstrated a commitment to science and to college science teaching, as well as scholarly excellence. This award is given in honor of Sandy Abell, who dedicated her career to promoting science education. Jade Cooper is a doctoral student in animal science and is advised by Dr. Carol Lawrenson. Her PhD program also includes a minor in college teaching. In support of Jade's application, Dr. Lawrenson feels that Jade is already functioning as an assistant professor in teaching and extension. Quoting, "She has embraced teaching in the classroom, but she has also taught non-traditional students through extension programming and student recruitment activities. In addition to a desire to teach and continually improve her teaching, Jade has had 4 referred journal articles published, has presented research at national and international meetings, and written successful grant proposals. Currently, she is completing her PhD research at the U.S. Meat Animal Research Center in Clay Center, Nebraska, which is an opportunity not afforded to many graduate students. Jade's commitment to teaching science, ranging from leading youth through native grass prairie fields to developing senior level animal science courses at MU, combined with the quality of her research, embodies the qualities that were so evident in the life and work of Dr. Abell. We're pleased to honor Jade for helping to perpetuate Sandy's legacy at Mizzou.
It is my pleasure to present this year's winner of the MU Graduate Faculty Mentor Award. Dr. Rocio Rivera, Associate Professor of the Division of Animal Sciences, receives the Graduate Faculty Mentor Award in recognition of her exceptional advising and mentoring of graduate students. Rocio has trained 7 master's students, 1 doctoral student, and served as the Director of Graduate Studies since she became a member of graduate faculty in 2007. She is currently advising 4 master's and doctoral students, all from different countries, and has formed what, according to her colleagues, is an incredibly diverse lab group. Dr. Allison Meyer, the current Director of Graduate Studies in the Division of Animal Sciences, remarks that one of Rocio's most impressive successes has been weaving together a cohesive team of individuals who support and learn from one another, no matter how diverse their backgrounds. Rocio is a passionate scientist who loves training graduate students as much as she loves science. Rocio's graduate students say that she has had a profound impact on their careers, and that she saw the potential in them which helped to propel them to their success as scientists. Her advisees would like to acknowledge the dedication and hard work that Rocio has shown to mentoring and supporting them both in the lab and beyond. Dr. Rivera, on behalf of the graduate school, thank you for all that you have done to mentor and train graduate students at Mizzou.
Each year, outstanding faculty members who serve as the Director of Graduate Studies for their graduate program are honored with this award for their contributions to graduate education. This year, we have selected 2 incredible faculty members for this award, Dr. Emma Lipton from the Department of English and Dr. Seth House from the School of Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. Dr. Emma Lipton is recognized as a mentor and an exceptional liaison for graduate students. During the ongoing pandemic, Dr. Lipton continues to be extremely conscious of the situation and has taken additional steps to ensure that graduate students continue to feel supported. Dr. Lipton is an extraordinary advocate who consistently demonstrates a commitment to clear and honest communication, actively works towards the improvement of graduate students' lives, both in scholastic endeavors and teaching conditions, and ensures that graduate students' voices are heard and considered both by the department and the university. Thank you, Dr. Lipton, for your continued support of graduate students. Next, I want to recognize Dr. Seth House for his contribution to graduate students and graduate education. Dr. Seth House is known as a beacon of light who embodies integrity, devotion, and a passion for graduate student success. He always puts the welfare and academic needs of students first. He advocates for social justice. He displays an unfailing support for graduate students, as well as his commitment to inclusion, diversity, and equity, which are felt throughout the department and campus. Thank you, Dr. House, for being a role model and for your unwavering commitment to graduate students.
Hi, I'm Kim Jasmer, the MU Postdoctoral Association Chair. It is my privilege today to award the Postdoctoral Research and Teaching Awards to 2 of our distinguished scholars. The Postdoctoral Research Award recognizes research excellence through peer-reviewed manuscripts, contributions to grants or patents, training of undergraduate and graduate students, innovative research, and contributions that impact both academic, scholarship, and the broader society. This year, Dr. Alicia Forsberg from Psychological Sciences receives the Postdoctoral Research Award. Dr. Forsberg studies working memory in children, investigating the relationship between working memory and long-term learning. Her work, which was described as remarkable by her advisor, has been published in high-impact journals with 7 publications in 2020 alone. She has received funding and awards throughout her career, including the 2020 Women in Cognitive Science Networking Award for Junior Scientists. She has also been active in service throughout her career, including currently serving on the MU Postdoctoral Association Board as our Communications Chair. Her advisor and collaborators also noted that her vision and approach to scholarship are innovative and impactful in shaping the future of their field. Again, congratulations, Dr. Forsberg. Next, the Postdoctoral Teaching Award recognizes an individual that has demonstrated successful instruction and a dedication to mentorship and teaching. This year, Dr. Fiorella Chavez in the Human Development and Family Sciences Department receives the Postdoctoral Teaching Award. Dr. Chavez has received exceptional student evaluations from her undergraduate courses, including a writing intensive course. Her colleagues and mentees also recognize her as an excellent mentor. During her time as a postdoctoral fellow at MU, she has mentored 9 undergraduate mentees who have been able to publish and present their work at national conferences, and 2 have gone on to graduate programs. Her effective mentorship is exemplified by the successful careers of her mentees and their glowing reviews of her as a mentor. One of her undergraduate mentees shared, "Dr. Chavez is the embodiment of excellence as a research mentor. I have felt incredibly encouraged and supported to be the best version of myself through the mentorship of Dr. Chavez." Fiorella is also a Preparing Future Faculty Diversity Fellow and the Career Development Chair for the MU Postdoc Association. Congratulations, Dr. Fiorella Chavez.
One of the primary responsibilities of my role is to advocate for graduate students and postdocs in a variety of contexts, both internal and external to campus. This work has never been more important than at this current time. With limited opportunities to see each other in person, we can lose sight of what is and who are important. As I reflect on the excellence exemplified by today's award winners and that of many other graduate students, postdoctoral scholars, faculty, mentors, and staff who support graduate students every day, I am reminded why advocacy matters. As I close today's celebration, I want to express my congratulations to those honored today, and thanks to those who have supported and challenged graduate students and postdoctoral scholars to define and achieve their goals. I also want to take this opportunity to thank today's presenters and members of the graduate school for all the behind-the-scenes work that went into making this event happen. I am so fortunate to work with these amazing colleagues on a regular basis. Finally, I want to personally express my gratitude for the long hours and dedication of Mizzou's graduate students and postdoctoral leaders. Congratulations and thanks to everybody.